Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, what's good, everybody?
Welcome to another episode, Straight Up R&D Podcast. Today we got a special guest, TJ in the building.
In the building.
Yo. Glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Yeah, you want to intro yourself a little?
Yeah, of course. TJ just came through from overseas. Been busy and everything, but I'm glad to be here. You know what I mean? Glad for the invite. And just, talk our stuff.
Yeah, we
for
talk
it.
that shit because given that this is your first episode, first time on the channel.
Yep.
The number one rule on the channel is we don't give a fuck about your feelings.
Yeah.
And,
But we appreciate the support.
We appreciate the support, right?
No
So
doubt,
keep
no doubt.
firing off in the comments. I'm Rich.
I'm D.
And, we're on the
TJ.
episode 19, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we got a lot of shit.
Got a lot of shit. But before we get started, we reached 100 subscribers.
100 subscribers.
Hell yeah, hell
Yo,
Hell yeah.
major milestone.
Major
We on
milestone.
the road to being the biggest podcast on the East Coast, the biggest podcast in New York City.
Hell
you know
yeah.
how we doing it. That's how we rolling.
Facts.
Keep subscribing, keep sharing, keep commenting.
Yeah.
And we're gonna keep coming with the videos.
And we got
But,
big
this is
plans.
episode 19, so let's get it. So this situation happened when I was traveling now. All right. So, I'm coming back from DR. You know what I mean? Had a good time out there. Love it. Food, ambiance, weather, beaches, amongst other things. But, I'm boarding the plane and there was this girl and her boyfriend. We're in the corridor to get on the plane. That's the little piece that sticks out onto the plane.
Yeah.
And normally it's quiet and all. And for some reason, they decided to start talking about their finances, which I don't know why that needs to be publicly said
what
out
the
loud.
hell?
I don't know why. But they're talking, she's talking to him. She's like, oh, yeah, I paid this bill, the insurance, the rent, and all these other stuff. And she also brings up some additional bill, apparently, that the boyfriend takes care of. And she's nonchalantly says, oh, yeah, and I paid X and Y, Z bill, too. And he was like, how'd you pay that? And she was like, oh, I just went through your phone and sent myself the money and paid it.
Wow.
And then his reaction was like, what? She's like, he was like, you know my password? My bank password? She said, yeah. You remember you gave me the password?
That's a lie.
And I was like, what? And he's looking at like, oh, like he must have, like in that moment, he's probably like, oh yeah, like not trying to like cause a confrontation.
He's not trying
but,
to
like,
cause a scene on a plane.
Yeah.
she said, yeah, I just went in your bank account and sent myself the money and I paid the bill. And he was like, oh, okay. And then to me, I'm just like, what gives you the right to go through somebody's phone into their bank account and send yourself money?
It just...
Yeah, I would have been
that's
turned up on that.
and
That's
not
just red
only
flag
that-
after red flag stacking
Yo,
up right
and
there.
not only that, he said, when did you do that? And she was like, oh, you were sleeping, so I just
Oh
went through
my
your phone.
God.
I was like, yo, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Oh my God.
So like the question is like, what do you guys think about that? Like, what do you think about like someone just going through your phone, going into your bank account, and then just sending themselves money? And
Yeah.
he could, if she never told him, he would have never known.
Yeah, I would have been like,
Yeah.
why the hell are you going through my phone? Well, first of all, why are you picking up my phone while I'm sleeping? And then you got the balls to go to my bank account app. And I know that man ain't get for the goddamn password.
No.
Know that for a fact. She
Nah.
probably seeing over his shoulder or something like that, whatever. And then you send yourself money. In my head, I'm like, how many times she did that? How many times has she done that without me noticing? I don't give a damn public, not public, pool, barbecue. I'm turning up. I would have been like, who the hell is you to be going through my shit?
Yo, D said that whole flight gonna be delayed.
I would have been so upset. I don't know how I'd be able to control. I've been so upset because I don't believe. First of all, I don't believe in going through phones. Period. It's not even a fact of everything having anything to hide. It's just a principle. Like these are just my private conversations. It's me talking to my friends. It's just it's just whatever on it. Mm-hmm. Now, if you say if I give you permission to go on my phone because like I don't know, you want to look at pictures or whatever, that's one thing. But for you to just pick up my phone and just go through it because you just know the password, I just think that's just an invasion of privacy.
Yeah,
it's
big time.
Private conversations I have on here, conversations with my parents that you're not supposed to see, my friends that you're not supposed to see. And so I'll be upset about that, but oh my God, I'll be irate about the bank account. Shit. Like, what are you touching my money for? We could be in a relationship, or we could be married, but it's still got to be that respect in there to like, hey, can you send me some money? And like, of course. Mm-hmm. Or like, even if it's about the bills, it's like, either I pay it. If I'm the one with the money, just tell me like, give me the bill and I pay it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Or just be like, hey, remember to send me the money so I can pay this bill.
Not even that. She could have waited until he woke up. Like,
true.
It's not like it didn't sound like the bill was due that day. And,
yeah.
You know what I mean? But even if it was, wake him up and pay the bill or whatever. You know, it was.
What I'm thinking about that is like, who's to say he didn't have a certain plan? You know, with the money that was in the account or whatever. Who's to say he didn't have a plan for something that had a certain order? You feel me? You know, credits was a big thing out here. It was in the DR. You said right?
Yeah,
correct?
It was in the DR.
Or let's say it was in the US. So just for anybody, example. You know what I mean? It's very important. So who's to say he didn't have a certain plan to do whatever payments? So it's better off for them in the future. I mean, you never know.
Right.
Yeah. So,
maybe his check was coming in.
Yeah, exactly.
The next day or 2 days later. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I don't know, because. Right, like to me, that's a humongous red flag.
Oh my God!
Because it's like now it's like I gotta change my passcode because maybe one day you say, you know what, let me just go through his phone. If I asked him for $50, he would have sent it to me anyway. But I'll help myself and get $50 myself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then like you go through your phone or you have a number in your head of how much money you had left in your bank account. Yeah. You check in there, it's like you're short. You're like, yo, what happened? Mm-hmm. And then now you have to worry about somebody going through your shit and helping themselves. Like, this is not a free ATM.
Word, exactly. Yeah, with no fees.
I got a story, bro. I got a story with this girl I was with before I met my wife. Like, we went to Chick-fil-A, right? We got Chick-fil-A. And she was like, she's going to order through her app because she had, I don't know, like Chick-fil-A points or whatever the hell. Like, she had cash in that app. So like, all right, bet. I'm with her, so I put my card, like I pay with it with my card using her app because she had the discount. I didn't know the app saves the card.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was just like, I just paid with it, with this card, but it actually saved it. So now, we go through the process of breaking up. Right? And I'm getting notifications on my phone. Chick-fil-A. I'm like,
oh my God.
And I'm like, what the fuck I got Chick-fil-A? And then I get text on my phone. Yeah, you thought you was just about to do all of that and, not have no repercussions or break up with me and not have no repercussions? That's why I'm using your card to order all this Chick-fil-A, bro. Like,
oh my God.
Call the bank immediately.
That's why I'm using your card to make all this Chick-fil-A purchases.
$100 worth of Chick-fil-A.
That's so fucking stupid.
Bro, so yeah, I bring that story up because I'm like, if she knows the passcode, she could get mad one day.
Right.
And like, things don't work out. She get mad. Said $5,000 to herself. And like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
You can't get it back.
Can you even say, oh, she stole it if you gave her the passcodes and she know it? Like, it would just look like a Zelle transaction.
Exactly.
Normal.
Yeah,
normal Zelle.
Yeah.
Like, you authorized this.
Yeah. So I'm like, do not give nobody, that's personal information, bro. Don't give nobody that, but that shit will turn bad one day.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't. I couldn't do some shit like that. Like, again, we talked about this in previous episodes. I'm not the type to be letting girls go through my phone, go through all my stuff, have all my passwords. Like, I have my personal shit is on there.
Yeah.
I have all my banking information. Like, I don't want anybody running through. And again, you go through a breakup. They know your password. They log in. If they know your login, they could go on their laptop and log in and see your stuff. You know what I mean? And you may not even think, oh, I need to change all of my passwords because she might have this one or that one or whatever. So I think it's good practice not to give people your passwords, regardless.
Yes. Yeah, it's just like I just don't see the point of it. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not interested in going through my girl's phone at all. Like, I just don't care. Like, why do you feel the need to go through people's phone? Like, I don't know what's the appeal to that.
Yeah, and then the fact that what really struck out the most to me was dude was sleeping. At least wait until the morning. That's wait until he's awake and let him say, yeah, the password is this, go and do it. Rather than I'm going to help myself, send myself money to pay a bill. And I had to turn around and look at her and get visual. Because I was like, yo, you dead ass? Like, you just went through this man's phone like that?
And honestly, thinking about it, who's to say she actually paid the bill? Who's to say she paid the bill? Come to think of it.
Yo, with a receipt?
Yeah.
Well, what if the bill was $50 more this time around?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, or she simply just taking more out.
I remember I saw this video. Fuck, man. I'm going to send it to y'all when I find it. This guy was like, paid a light bill. He gave his girl the money to pay the light bill. She ended up using it on like hair and nails. And he was like, I gave you the money to if you wanted the light bill paid, you should have paid it. Oh. He like, I gave you the money for the light bill. She's like, hey, I needed my hair did, my nails done. So like, why do you act so? I was like, not her playing the victim, bro. Not her playing a victim. Oh my goodness. That type of shit happened. She could have sent the money for herself to God knows what.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Man. Yo, I'm gonna tell you this. That shit ain't happening to me. That shit not happening to me. Not at all. I don't give a I don't care. I need your No, you don't.
So yeah, if a girl asks for your password, what are you gonna say?
Hell no. I was like, what you do my password? First of all, it's gonna be a no, right? Like, oh, let me get a No. Let me sign my fingerprint. No. Like, no. Like, whatever you need, you ask me, I'll give it to you. Because again, that brings up a lot. That even stirs into like, trust issues and he doing this. They're gonna dig around your phone for frivolous shit. And you go through somebody's phone, you find, you may not find what you think you're finding, but you're going to find something you don't like, right? What could be anything, right? Something, you said you didn't do this on this, or, you know what I mean? Like, that type of shit can be avoided. Just don't go through people's shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that also turns into another topic, which is like, typically girls that go through people's phones have toxic traits.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So my question now is, are toxic women, toxic girlfriends, the hardest ones to get rid of?
TJ, you start off,
bro. We don't need some Jack for this, bro.
Yeah. Wow. Are toxic women the hardest to get rid of? I would have to definitely say yes, man. Because, hey, let's say this woman, or woman, female, whatever, however you want to say it, but you give all your attention to, and you actually give your all, have your whole family, known as female, or your women, other half, whatever, and it gets to the point where you're like, you know what, I don't see myself going any further with her, and next thing you know, when you're in the relationship, she gets crazy and want to start, being involved with your family more. And it's like, oh yeah, this girl here, she came by this day without you, and then she started getting self involved. It's like, yo, like I already told you what the case was, and now it just makes it weird, super awkward and weird, and it's like put you in a spot. It kind of keeps you kind of forced to be with her, kind of thing.
That's true.
So it definitely gets awkward like that, and you just don't know how toxic it can get. It can get so crazy and just snap just get twisted in the head and wanted to attack your family on some words.
Yo,
you
that
never know.
too.
Yo.
You never know, especially places like out here, man. Like,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
man.
So, I mean, yeah, definitely. I definitely see it's probably pretty hard. Or whatever.
Yeah, it's a process to get them out your life because I don't know, for some reason they can't take no. They can't just go about their business. They gotta put their foot on shit, bro. Like they gotta, bro. Damn, my life. My brother, shit. He had a toxic girl.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, I don't know what it was. I think he tried to break up with her. Next thing you know, she out here with a baseball bat, hitting his car and stuff. Like, bro, mash up all the windows. And he tried several times to end it, but she just wouldn't go away. Toxic girls,
Yeah, I remember that.
they just don't go away. And I don't know why. Like, hey, all right, we had a good time. Let's just go about our business. But they're going to always try to find a way to fuck up your life even more because you don't want to be with them. And, you know, I don't know. Like, sometimes it may be in the beginning, you know, when you with a toxic girl, it may seem a little sexy here and there.
But that's the main thing I want to get at. Like, yeah, toxic girls. I mean, like, in one of our past episodes, we talked about, like, you don't know how much a person loves you. Right. So is I want to separate, okay, someone that loves you so much lashing out and tearing up your car or slashing your tires or cutting up your clothes, right? Versus like, you know, this girl's fucking toxic.
Yeah.
But you is either the punani's too good that you just can't walk away, or like, you know, she had that imprint on you that's like, yo, I know she's bad for me, but you know, every time I try to leave, I just keep finding my way back. Right? So it's like, y'all ever had that type of shorty where it's like, you know, that made it difficult for you to leave her?
Well, the Chick-fil-A girl. Thank God that's all she did.
I mean, it wasn't the Chick-fil-A points, was it?
Huh?
It wasn't. You didn't. You. It wasn't because of the Chick-fil-A points. Like, she had a lot of points. That's why you ran on
Bruh, she just straight up used my fucking card, bro. And thank God, you know, I was able to just tell credit card company it was fraud, and I got the money back. It's still the principle.
Yeah.
But besides that, I haven't been in a situation like that where, you know, I was with a toxic girl and the punani was so good, you know, it was hard to break up. But I definitely know, like, my brother, he's been in that, bro, and it's terrible. It's terrible. I'm talking about getting his clothes bleached, car messed up, off of because they want to split up, or he want to split up with her. They would. You said threaten the family the last time?
Yeah.
Bro, she's threatening us. Follow to a hotel. Like,
Oh my God.
no, I'm talking, bro. Like, she was toxic. We went out. We went to go spend Thanksgiving with some family in PA. Next, you know, this girl at the damn hotel door. Boo, 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 boo. I'm like, who the fuck is that? Followed us unknowingly.
To PA. Wow.
I'm like, bro.
damn.
That's examples of some toxic. That's some movie shit, but that's some real shit.
Oh man.
Damn.
That's some real shit, bro. So
Wow. That far. That's
I
deep.
learned-
That's deep.
I learned from another man's mistakes.
I never.
I learned from another
like
man's
that.
mistakes, but I don't know. Y'all been in some shit? Maybe it don't gotta be as toxic as that, but
Yeah,
I mean-
definitely not that toxic. Just so you feel me, like I already know, I left, you know, and went to go do work somewhere else and everything. And I was just trying to cut off. You know, I'm not gonna say cut off loose ends, but I just wanted to make myself free. You feel me, to do my thing and not have to have everybody worry about me here, and etc. And I tried to do that, but it's like continuous, contact, or like I said, family, communication with family and stuff like that. So, not sure how much, but
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I got in a crossfire too.
I didn't want to bring it up, really. I didn't want to bring that up. But
Damien was collateral, bro.
What are you talking about?
Collateral. A civilian hurt.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring that up, but man. It's just crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like I said, it wasn't to that level, which I'm happy and thankful about. But it just, it was just ridiculous to me. I tried, to finish it on good, I guess on good terms, but it just never happened that way.
Was it possible?
Yeah. So, but I mean, other than that, anything crazy with that one? No, not really. No, it was just like what I said in this a couple,
But was
social media too. Huh?
But was it hard for you to leave her? Like, was it hard? Like, not because she was making it difficult for you, but it's like, you get in an argument, toxic says she cut up your Jordans, your Brett 11s. You know what I'm saying?
God damn.
You was flexing in that shit all summer, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
you ever had something like that?
You knew it was bad, but she came back like a week later. Oh, I'm sorry. Blah blah blah. I was upset and this, that, and the third.
Shit, to be honest, from my past, nothing like that. Which like I said, I'm happy about. Nothing like that. No, not really. Actually, no.
That's good.
How about you?
No.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. You bring it up.
No, but I've heard stories. Okay. Like one of my friends down south, like his shorty keyed up his car, and he was like, his car is his thing, right? Guys, your car is his thing, and he does, he did some body work on it like a few years before it happened. So you still keeping your shit clean, you know what I mean? And she keyed his shit. He was livid. He was livid. He was
oh
like,
my God,
he was on 10. Like,
I would be too. Sure.
He was on 10, but then, 2 weeks go by. I see this dude with her still. I'm like, you know what I mean? It's just like. And it's just like,
because he's scared what she do next. Like,
could be. They're not married, none of that. No kids, none of that. So it's like,
oh man, she got him by the cojones, man.
For him, it's like something, kept him going back to that toxic relationship. And that's why I think for me, like I had a couple of girls that was toxic, right? And they didn't do no crazy shit like cut up my stuff or key my car or whatever, but they might have like closed the door a little bit too hard on my car, and I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they might have did that, but when someone's no good for you, but you still trying to like.
You're holding on to something.
Yeah, you just trying to hold on to something because there might be that one thing that girl does well. You're like, hey,
it's worth it.
I could get over that.
It might be worth it right now. You know what I'm saying? So I had that, but nothing too crazy. No crossfires, no shots, nobody in the ambulance or anything. But sum it up, But
bro, I also think it's just like people are afraid to be alone.
I was gonna say that,
You know what I mean? Like, more so women. Like, I know so many. So sad.
That Jack.
There we go. Like, I know more. I know more women than men that will literally stay in a relationship because they just don't want to be alone. Or like, you even see some women, they just get out of a relationship and they have to get in another relationship because they're like, oh, I've never had a time where I wasn't in a relationship, or they just need a man by their side. Like, Me, if shit don't work out, I'm cool with being alone. And I think men are like, we could be alone if if we have to, but that's why I don't know. I haven't heard any stories with toxic men, if I'm being honest with you. Not saying it don't happen. Pretty sure it does, but like every example of toxicity I've seen has been with women through my personal experience of what I saw. So like, I don't know.
So could it also be like a fear of like not wanting to start over?
Yeah.
Because like even with these toxic girls, I mean, you could be spending months, 6 months, a year with them, and now it's like, okay, you break up, now you got to start that whole process all over again.
Especially like if it's, let's say it was somebody you knew from a younger age, you know what I mean? They have the history too.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
you got the
that's true.
history, like, and a new person you find doesn't know you from that old time, so it's like you don't have that anything to really recollect and spend that time about, talk about, whatever. So that's I also play a part too. I would say with keeping, let's say, a toxic person.
Because it's like you think about how much you invested, the time, the family,
And you want it to work out.
You want it to work out,
yeah.
but you know this person is not good for you. And it makes it harder to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like, definitely know somebody right now that, not really toxic, but it's just like the relationship ain't going anywhere. But because you have so much history, they just gonna stay together. And I don't know. Me, I just feel like if you gotta start over, it sucks. You just gotta do it. Just cut the knot and go find something that's better for you.
Hey, but you know, sometimes dudes go through a little dry spell. You might relapse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You might say, yo, I'm. It's gonna be different this time.
That
You know what I mean?
does not happen. Not gonna be different, but yeah. But how long do you think is too long to stay in a relationship before you cut it off? Like, how long is it too long to be in a relationship without it going to the next step?
Like, so you're saying in the sense of like, I know I'm not going nowhere with this girl, but
Yeah.
I would say like, and depending on the situation, but I'd say no more than a month.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that was
One
crazy.
time.
I would say no more than a month. Because it's like, I don't know. To me, I have to think it's like, all right, let me enjoy all the perks before I bounce. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, but to end it on good terms.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, okay, you see we having all these problems. You can bring up your evidence and say, yo, X, Y, and Z is happening. I'm not liking this, whatever. Give it some time. I try to give you time to make it better. I try to sit back and change how I am for the relationship, and you still stay the same. So I know it's not me. You know what I mean? Like, I would say a good month is fair. Anything longer than that to me is like, okay, you might as well just make her a side chick.
So
Yeah.
let's say it's just like with an individual that's in the same area as you, or like you visiting somewhere, and let's say you bump into somebody. Like that's, I'm thinking about that too, because I guess I kind of went through this that kind of scenario as well, but I was like, in a different country and somebody was there too. So it was like, I think for me it was like 6 months. I think if it was that. So that's when he said a month. I was like, damn. But yeah,
Month is real quick.
yeah, that's real quick. I was like, yeah, on and off.
Hey man, time's of the essence, bro.
Yeah,
mad bitches out there, bro. Like,
that's true.
it's like, I ain't gonna be stressing myself over you.
Time's of the essence.
That's absolutely true. That's fact. That's
No,
fact.
that's true. That's true. That's true.
But-
Man, people definitely make the mistake of just staying too long.
And that's when you get forced and trapped in, and then that's when you find the toxic shit. And
and
that
then
revolving
It
door.
rub on you, and then you
Yeah,
start
yeah.
doing some crazy stuff and acting out of character. You know what I'm saying? You never know. She might push you to the ends of where you get locked up.
No, yeah.
You know?
They turn you crazy.
Yeah. And then you look like a goofy
Word.
trying to make bail. Like,
Oh man.
shit. But you know, like, it also makes me think too when we talked about, like, people are don't want to be alone. Like they're afraid to be alone and starting over. But it's like, could that also be a reason why a lot of people can't even hold a proper relationship these days? Meaning, I just met this girl last week. We're talking, we go out, texting, whatever. And then I'm like, I don't like her. Let me go back on a dating app, or let me go back to the club and like find some other chick. And then you find another girl that looks better than the last one. And then you do the same thing with her. But then you just, like, you're continually trying to find the perfect girl, but knowing you're not going to find the perfect girl. Like, doesn't that kind of like, isn't that also a problem?
Yeah. Because perfection doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So you just, and I think that's the thing too, of like, when we see with women, how we say women, how their standards are so high. It's like you chasing this dream man that doesn't exist. It's either this man or a woman's going to have these qualities, but they don't have this. They're not going to have this, but going to have that. It's like you just go into a relationship, see how you rock with the person, if you vibe with them. And then, I think you just start off with that. But you chasing perfection, you're just going to end up lonely.
Yeah.
You're going to end up lonely.
But like, I've been seeing too, like, do y'all agree that some men have problems committing to girls?
With trust issues.
Yeah.
With trust issues and stuff like that. It's like, I've seen a lot where it's like, dudes will meet a nice girl and I can see chemistry. And then it's like, a month later, it's like, oh, nah, I broke up with her. Like, what happened? Nah, just wasn't this. It just wasn't that. It just wasn't. And it's like, were you just afraid to commit?
Just afraid.
You know what I'm saying?
I think another reason is too, like, they don't want to give up their free time, bro. Like, when you single for a minute, you're used to moving on your own time.
That is true.
I'm used to just doing what I want to do. To now, when you get in a committed relationship with someone, now it's both of y'all. Now it's like you got to compromise certain things in your life so you can spend time with her. Maybe, I don't know, maybe on the weekends, you probably like going to the club or partying with your boys or something, whatever. Now you got a girl. Now you got to go to fucking musicals, like or some shit. Or do it, or you know what I mean, do some
sip and paint.
Sip and paint. You know what I mean? Shit, even the music. Shit, just yesterday in the car with my wife, she playing some bullshit. It's straight, but I'm falling asleep at the wheel. I'm just like, yo, you gotta play something that we both like. So you compromising the music. But yeah, so it's like, I do think some men are just afraid to like give up their full selves, their full schedules to be with a woman. And yeah, I think I seen that a lot with men. I see that. I had to give her that at some point because I was like, damn.
My freedom is gone.
Yeah. You know what I mean? In the crib by myself, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's saying, let's watch some rom-com, romantic comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, it's for the better. So that's my take.
Yeah. I mean, we all wish to have the single life, but have the partner as well because, you want the freedom. And not only that, when you get a girl, your expenses go up too. So you got to start paying. So I think that's
100%.
another thing the guys think about.
100%, yeah.
Your expenses definitely go up. Your expenses definitely go up. Your expenses definitely go up.
You're not eating for one, you're eating for two now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I need my nails done. We going out to the club. I need my nails done. Like, they going to look at you.
And, as guys who like, brother, I'm cool staying in the crib, right? I'm cool to just be in the crib and go out every once in a while. Girls always making a list for the hottest restaurants in town, hottest paint shops in town, paint and sip shops in town, hottest is in town, you know, and want to go on a date every damn day. It's like, yo, can we just stay in the crib? Where can we just stay in the crib?
Chill, relax,
You know what I mean?
throw the Netflix on.
Yeah, at least that's for me. I'm a homebody. You know, I understand how it's great to go out, you know, every so often, but at least the girls I've seen always feel the need to like just step out, bro. And I'm like, yeah, I understand you want to do something fun, but Jesus.
So not to cut you, but that makes me think, like, how often should you see a girl when you're dating? How many times per week? Because again, you dating now you was a single dude living that bachelor lifestyle. You say, yo, I want to stay in the crib, or I want to go out, I want to be with my boys. You had that freedom, but now you really trying to date somebody. How many times a week, or how many times out of the month should you be seeing her?
Yeah, because at this time now too, you know, we working and stuff. You know, we're grown men, so
Right.
definitely busy. You don't work. You work through like 5 days a week, let's say. So I would probably just once a week. I would say once a week would be calm. Because after that, you really focus on your job. You feel me? And
Right.
it's gonna get to the point where
The bread comes first.
yeah, it gets to the point where you feel like you're doing another job just to be with your girl, which is sad to say, but it also feels like that sometimes if you're doing
That's
too much work.
definitely how it feels.
Yeah,
sometimes.
so because you want your own time to relax still, no matter what. Even if you with your girl, you're off of work, but you still want to relax yourself.
Right,
so
right.
Probably I'd say once a week.
So you say once a week. What you think?
0. I say absolutely not.
I would say this. Before, when I was in a relationship like that, I had a schedule. I definitely made a schedule.
Yeah, the calendar pulled up like, damn, dog.
No, for real, because I was like, nah, I need these days for myself, and I see you on these days. Like, yeah, okay, Fridays are days. Saturdays all day. Sunday's definitely my day. You know what I mean? Like that's just how I was. I needed my free time. I needed my free time, bro. So yeah, also it really depends how busy you are, but 2 times a week, if you could fit in 3, that's good. But you know, it don't even have to be like a sleepover all the time. Sometimes we used to sleep over and then you leave the next day. It could just be like, oh, let's see each other after work, have dinner, come to the crib and chill and dip. Yeah, 2-3 times a week is good. What about you, Rich?
That's more than I expected from him.
Shit, I would say twice.
Twice a week?
I'd say, maybe in the middle of the week, like a Wednesday, and then Saturday. You know what I mean?
Saturday.
Or Sunday. I can see that because I have had girls say that they want to see me like 4 times out of the week.
They exist.
And I'm like, and I had one girl that wanted to see me every day.
Wow.
And I was just like, I can't do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like even 3 times.
Ask that? She would just be like,
because the thing is, right? We live in the same borough. So it's like, oh, there's no excuse why you can't see me. Like we're 15, 20 minutes away from each other or whatever. But it's like, still is my time. Like if I get home from work, I'm tired. I want to eat. I want to have my own little shit that I
crack
need to
a beer open.
You know what I mean? Watch the game. You know what I mean? Like chill, like have some me time. And my me time is now being spent with you. It's like, I need a break from you. You know what I'm saying?
But there's nothing wrong with it. Yo,
And there's nothing wrong with it.
if you say that to a woman, bro, she's going to be like, oh, you just want to leave me? Like, what have I done to? It's nothing to do with that, bro. I just need me.
Yeah, that's sanity.
You know what I'm saying? Because, all right, say for instance, if y'all in a relationship, right? Your girl come over to the crib. How many times, if y'all want to watch something, how many times something you want to watch versus what she want to watch?
Yo, I just be like, I don't know. I say because there's always gonna be what she want to watch at the end of the day.
Exactly.
If I pick some shit, oh no, that looks boring. It's like, okay, pick your shit,
bro. It's to this day, because the shit I like, she does not like. So it's always what she wants to watch because she can't handle horror, can't handle violence, and I like action shit. Gotta watch some happy-go-lucky Barbie bullshit. Like, watching where Barbie came on HBO Max, I'm watching this. I'm like, man, what the fuck am I watching, bro?
Yeah, I'm glad I never seen that movie. I'm not missing shit.
Like, what am I watching, bro? But majority of the time, it's what your girl want to watch. When you got your me time, it's like, nah, I'm watching the game. I'm watching, I like anime. I'm watching anime, or I'm watching whatever you watching. Because it's what you like.
Right. Shit, man. No, I mean, you need a personal break from these girls every now and then. Everybody got a social battery. Like that shit drains out. It drains out. And then like you gotta like reset it. That's why one shorty was telling me every day, I told her I can't do that. Argument, what are you gonna be doing? I was like, what do you mean what I'm gonna be doing? I have shit to take care of. Like I was gonna come here and waste 5 hours to do what? Sit around and watch TV? Like I don't do that. Even the one girl was 4 times. She even went down to 3. I was like, look, 3 is still too much for me. Like I like 2. I see you in the middle of the week. I see you on the weekend.
Yeah. I
make time on the weekend. If it's not Saturday or Sunday. Right? If it's not Friday, we go out, whatever, happy hour, all that bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, and then not only that, every time you see them, you spending bread, bro. You don't be spending bread. Like, no matter what. Uber Eats, man. They not in the kitchen. They on the Uber Eats. It's like,
it's a weekend.
That costs bread, So,
So wait, let me ask you a question. So now, get married now. How are you going to like adjust to living every day with the woman?
I mean, like, if I get to the point, I'm not married yet, but if I get to the point of marriage where I'm there and I have to, I'm going to be there every day, I mean, like, I'm going to have to figure out a way to escape. I gotta get out. I gotta get out, man. No, it's just like, I mean, how do you guys do it? It's like, man. I need to get out. Like,
bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like how we went out last night. I was like, gotta do some shit like that. Every once in a while, I gotta have a night out with the boys. Or be like, yo, let's go take a little trip here and there, you know what I'm saying? Because when you live together, that's it.
That's it, yeah.
That's it. Well, I mean, there's times where like you get this time I get alone time because she normally goes to sleep a lot earlier than me. So I'm up at night. Or, she's probably in the room talking to her girls and I'm in the living room watching TV, playing video games, doing whatever. So this time you get alone time, but it's not like it's how brief. It was when you single, bro.
Yeah, it's brief and you're still on standby pretty much.
Yeah, you're not getting a whole day. You're not getting whole nights. You're not getting days.
A couple hours in between.
It's like some guys when they get married they cut their friends off, so they just do.
Yeah, true.
I think that's some bitch shit.
That's some bitch shit.
Yeah,
some bitch shit.
So like if you one of the guys who are fortunate enough to have friends, just be like, yo, let's go out Saturday night. You know what I'm saying? Do something, or you plan a trip. Let's go out the country somewhere and get a break. That's all you got.
Yeah, you better cherish that moment.
Yeah, that's all you got.
For real. I mean, like, the most important thing is to definitely have like a partner or be in a relationship where your girlfriend or your wife understands, hey, like he needs his space, you know what I mean? Like we've been seeing each other and that causes unnecessary arguments on top of that too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unnecessary bickering and this, that. Sometimes you just need a little space. But ladies, if you're watching, you know what I mean? Let your dude go out with the boys, you know what I'm saying?
TJ, how you handle that shit?
Like, how do you handle that?
I mean, honestly, again, with my situation, I'm not really.
Let me refill his cup.
You put me in the same position, like same location, but when I am, I would say it was honestly the only time I really left out was when I was doing work. You know, like, well, I would say doing work. Honestly, I had like an event or something like that. Because we had to go to some place that was local, but it was only men, let's say, or just only coworkers. We go do stuff. Here and there, though, the family would come too. But honestly, yeah, it was convenient for me, I would say, in my case. But as of right now, let's say we're together. No, I would definitely give myself like every 2 weeks a break. For sure, every 2 weeks. Like I'll get my paycheck every 2 weeks.
It's like, yo, I'm on my paycheck schedule.
But is it bad? Like, because some women probably gonna look at this and be like, oh, I feel bad for their wives type shit. But like, is it that bad to say that you just need alone time or need a break?
That bad? No. I mean, I actually haven't brought it up like that. It just came naturally. I never really brought it up and said, yo, I need to leave. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it's funny because I know my wife knows that. I know she knows, like...
Your wife is very understanding.
Yeah, I know.
She holds it down.
Yeah, I know she knows, like, yo, like, I'm going to come and bother you, huh? That's why you don't get around. So she knows, so... Yeah, definitely can't take that for granted, so...
So that makes me think, like, do you guys think that once the ring go on the finger that you shorty change up a little bit? In terms of like giving you more leeway, more little trust. Say, okay, yeah, you can go out, you can do this, you can do that, because I think
you can.
Yeah, you can. So it's like,
you can of miles.
Because it's like, if you got a shorty, right? You got a girlfriend. You have nothing that ties y'all together. There's nothing. You can find another chick. She can find another dude. She can move out of the apartment. You know what I mean? So it's like, do you get new privileges
As a married person?
as a married person with your partner?
New privileges?
New.
I feel like it's less. But because like, all right, when you're single, right? Say for Friday night is your night, to be you. You just dip. And then if she texts you, be like, oh yeah, I'm at this spot with my boys. You know what I'm saying? And that's just that. But when you marry now, like I said, it's no can I. I'm going to just be like, because especially I don't make it an every weekend thing because, got new responsibilities. But I'm like, yo, I'm going out tonight. Like, you just got to let her know out of respect. Like, yo, going out tonight. I don't know what time I'll be back. Probably be back around 2, 3. See you later. You know what I'm saying? So, so when I say less privileges is you're not going to go out as much, especially get kids in the picture now. Not going to go out as much, you know what I mean? Like, you might, I don't want to say go ghost, but you might not be able to talk to your friends as much just because you got so much shit you taking care of at the house.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm sleeping a lot because of the baby, bro. Like,
man.
You know what I mean? So, I don't, like, you gain a family, you gain a partner, but as far as, like, your alone life, and you lose some shit. You ain't being alone that much.
Right.
Yeah, very minimal.
You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to be alone that much. So, that's why I say it's very important, like, to keep in contact with your friends when you marry. I never been like that. Marriage or not, I've never, like, let a girl get in between. Because there are guys like that who, when they get a girl...
Yeah, that I don't understand.
They get a girl and they gone, ghost. You know what I mean? Like, they ghost, they cut everybody off. I've never been like that. So, like, I always cherish my friendships. I'm like, yo, trying to go out, let's go. Or, my friend's comfortable enough. And then, like you said, you got to find a girl that's hold you down. Like, my wife is very understanding, man. Like, she holds it down. And when she want to go out, too, go. Go. I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not a controlling husband anyway. Like, you want to go out with your girls, go ahead. Like, what am I going to say? Like, I don't care. You got friends. Hang out with your friends.
Right. I mean, what do you think? What do you think? Like,
I mean, that's how it goes well, man. If you give yourself your space and everything, that's how it goes good. You know what I mean? It gives less, issues and stress later on that, just piles up. So, I agree with that.
Because to me, it's like when you have there's certain girls that are like very clingy, like, oh, you going out with your boys, y'all gonna be in the club, you gonna be doing this, you gonna be, talking to this girl, talking to that girl, and it's like, to me, that seems a little bit more restrictive, where it's like, she's coming from a standpoint of, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna keep you. Because you out there partying, turning up, hitting the club, and I'm at home. You didn't take me out, and I don't know what you could be doing. So for me, I'm thinking in the sense of if you're married, you have the commitment already. So it's like, okay, go ahead, because I'm in the females probably think I don't have nothing to worry about. I don't have nothing to worry about, right?
That's also true. True. But thinking about it now, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like when I was in a relationship, shorty would always like if I said I'm going out, it would be a little bit of a bigger fuss because it's like, oh, you ain't take me out this week type shit. But when you married, bro, you see each other all the time. It's like, all right, just go. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's better if you leave.
It's like, especially if you married for some years, like, it's just like, all right, yeah, get your space.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. It adds up.
In a relationship where you don't see each other as much, you always like chasing for that attention. Or
from each other.
Girls chasing for that attention all the time because they only see you for a little bit of time. But now when they have so much attention now, it's like, all right, we live together, we're committed, got kids, whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
there's nothing for you to prove to me anymore. Like,
So I can see it from that standpoint.
Yeah.
So then that's a perfect segue to go into like, is being a stay-at-home mom a job? Like, would you guys view that as a legit job? Like, married, not married, doesn't even matter. Like, is being a stay-at-home mom a job?
I don't disagree with the word job, but I say it's more of a chore. That makes sense because it's something you gotta do every day, you know what I mean? And that's like part of the household. So, it's definitely, I'm not gonna say it's like not as much work because you're home and you're in your own comfort zone. Because technically you're not, you know what I mean? You always gotta be on your, I guess, your top shape and making sure everything's good.
But what? Like what? I'm gonna tell you right now, being a stay-at-home mom is not a job. I'm gonna be straight up. Being at home, watching kids all day is not a job to me. Your kids. If it's a daycare, then that's a job because you're getting money.
Yeah.
But
that's your responsibility.
Yeah, that's your responsibility.
See, that's a better term. I said chore, but that's a better term.
Yeah, like that's your responsibility. It's my kid and your kid.
Yeah.
Like we doing this together. But I don't like, honestly. Even if I have, when I have kids, you still working. Like we're not in the 80s or the 70s where that shit flies, but you're working,
right?
And I don't think staying at home watching kids is I'm doing you're in the house watching the Netflix, eating the food, running up the light bill, like you enjoying life, and I'm slaving on the plantation trying to bring the money back, and you just spending it. You gonna sit around on Amazon and fill your card up and just use my card and buy what you want? Like, what type of shit we on today?
Bro, look, I've always said, look, I feel like at some point, every woman want to play the stay-at-home role just because after pregnancy, I've seen it, like, it takes a while for the body to heal. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, while your body's healing, while you're getting back healthy and stuff, you're going to be stay at home. And until you figure out the daycare shit, man, daycare is fucking expensive.
Expensive, yes.
Expensive, bro.
Oh, my gosh.
So it's like you probably stay at home for a bit. But it's hard work. But to say it's a job, like, at the end of the day, like, you still home. You know what I mean? Like, I understand it's a lot of work. It's hard work. But this is what you sign up for. Like, we wanted kids as a couple, and this is just what comes with it.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's enough room for you. I mean, like, shit, remote work is booming right now, bro. Mm-hmm. Literally, one of my coworkers has a newborn, but still works because she's remote working. She just blocks out certain times in her calendar. Like, oh, I got to dedicate this time to my newborn. But then these are the times I'm working. Mm-hmm. So to me, in the current environment we at now, I don't really see the excuse of, like, not to work. Like, something, bro, and the shit you see on TikTok, people be just clicking their laptop fucking remote working, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, with remote jobs, I feel like there's room for everybody to have a job now. But, and another thing I always say, too, like, look, I have a daughter. I am going to raise her to try to send her to the best schools, give her a top-notch education, try to provide every opportunity I can to her. She wants to go to college. I'm going to send her to college, make sure she gets to the best college that she could attend to. Like, I'm going to try to do everything I can to provide her with everything she needs so she could be a great woman. And, like, her mother's a great role model. So I feel like, man, I do all of that. And then when the time for her to have kids, she's just a stay-at-home mom. I'm like, what did I do all of that for? That's just the way I'm looking at it. If you just say, like, yeah, I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom for 30 years, bro, eventually those kids grow up. When them kids will go to school, it's like, okay, you wake up in the morning, pack lunches.
Damn, by the time they like freaking 16, they don't want you to do anything for them.
Bro, they just did.
Yeah.
So it's like, after a while, the kids get older, why are you still being a stay-at-home mom? Like, your low lessons, but it's like, all right, well, what else you doing now?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just unless even if I'm a millionaire, bro, like I still wouldn't want my shorty to be at home. That's how I think. Cause it's like if I'm making money, right? Let's say I'm a millionaire. Like I want you to make yours too. Mm-hmm. I want, like
be your own person.
Your brain is just gonna rot. You just
bro.
staying there.
Yeah. You know, these people always want to follow celebrities. Think about it. Jay-Z got more than enough money to take care of Beyonce. You think she's staying at home? She brought her kid to her concert. But technically, she babysitting while she on stage.
While she working. Bring your kid to work.
You think, no, Beyonce said, I got my own identity, got my own career, I'm going to do it. I feel, you know, I'm not a huge fan of Kim Kardashian. But when she was married to Kanye West is a billionaire. You think he didn't have the money or the resources to just say, stay at home, Kim, I'm going to take care of you?
Yeah.
She still wanted to live her lifestyle and do her thing. Who else? Bro.
Rihanna.
Barack Michelle Obama. President of the United fucking States. And she's still out there writing her own books, doing like speeches. Like she's still doing her own thing.
Yeah.
She's not just in the shadows being a stay-at-home mom or being a stay-at-home wife. Like she's doing her own thing. And she's highly educated. I think she went to Harvard. Like
Yeah.
She's not.
She need to run for president, though.
Yeah. She got a president. So when I look at these things, I'm like, there are great women role models out there who like have the relationship, have a marriage, have a man, and still like have their own identities and still have their own purpose. Why is your goal to just say, I'm going to just be a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home wife? Yeah.
That's some low-level shit. I'm not trying to I get it. You're raising a kid. Let's even if let's say you have the money to support the family on your own, and let's say okay, I at least want my wife to be with my son for 2 years. Okay, fine, but like you're gonna be working, right?
Yeah.
Like you even if you're at home, like have an online business. You know what I mean? Something.
No,
it ain't no we sitting in the couch and I come home and it's just like you just chilling. And nowadays
drinking wine.
Not even. Nowadays these girls can't even cook, they can't even do anything. You come into the crib, oh yeah, let me put one of them TV dinners in the microwave. Like, come on, yo. You know how many times I spoke to some girls that don't even know how to cook?
Bro.
That's wild.
Bro, you know what I get mad when girls be like, yeah, I made some pasta. I'm like, that's not cooking. You boil water, put the shit in the fucking water.
And throw some damn sauce on pasta, bro.
These
like,
Alfredo warriors, bruh.
Alfredo warriors. That's what you
Alfredo warriors.
Now we gotta coin that on the podcast. Alfredo warriors.
Bro, that's why I'm saying, like, y'all don't know how to, like, cook real meals. So that's why I'm like, look, I'm not really trying to be overly disrespectful to stay-at-home moms. It's like, look, I know there's a phase in your life you have to be that till, like, you figure shit out, figure out daycare, your body healing up from pushing out a baby.
Right.
But at some point, it's like, all right, when are you going to, like, get back to doing what you do? And even if you say, like, you don't want to work a 9 to 5, like, work on something. Mm-hmm. Like, you could be like, yeah, I just want to be an entrepreneur. Great, I'll support you. You want to...
Right.
I don't know, make dresses and sell them. Do it, like, something.
Yeah, crochet or something. Sell it online on Etsy. That's another big thing. Etsy. You know what I mean?
Or, like, you know what I mean? So, like, it's just, like, something, bro. Because, like, especially if you have a daughter, it's only, like, look, with my daughter, there's only so much I can do.
Yeah.
To, like, you know, I can, like, support her, show her, like, how man can love her, but I can't show her how to be a woman. I can't teach her none of that shit. She has to look up to her mother to how to be a woman, how a woman should act, how a woman should carry herself, and, like, basically just, you know, like, how just to be a smart woman. You know what I mean? Like, the mother carries that role model to her daughter. So, like, if your daughter just see you staying at home doing nothing as she getting older, is like, what kind of example are you setting?
True.
Like, show her that you could be the smartest woman in the room. You can rock shit out. Like, you could do, like, show her that you boss.
Mm-hmm. You got me on a really good question. A really, really, really good question. And I want to ask you first.
Okay, send it.
You the guest. After what Damien D just said, it's fucked up, bro. After what D just said, it's like, how can a man bring out the best in a woman?
So personally, for me, I would say, like, I would have discussions, you know, with my other half and say, hey, what's your plan? Like, what do you want to do for the future? What do you expect from yourself? You know what I mean? What did you want to do when you were younger? And then from that, build on and support as much as I can. Granted, of course, you know, kids is in the picture and everything. So it's like, that's part of my fault. I might say my fault, but part of my involvement too, to where it's like, it's taken away from that. Mm-hmm. So I try to support where I can. Like, hey, let's say, like we were talking about before, giving them their time. So like, hey, if you want to do something, just let me know and just do it. But I don't want you to be home and thinking that you have to be here home 24/7 to be a stay-at-home mom. Mm-hmm. If I'm here to support you, you know what I mean? And that's just the goal, you know what I'm saying? So that's honestly how I look at it. It's like, yo, just give them the opportunity and give them the time and to speak. This communication. It's the biggest thing in anything, communication. Right. So that's what I'm saying, bro. That's honestly, you gotta just let it out if you're thinking about it.
I agree with that. And so, dude, what do you think? Like, how's the best? Like, what's the best way you can get the most out of your woman? You know, to be successful, to support. And I mean, like, even I got to comment on what you got to say. Is like, how do you differentiate bullshit from something good? Right? Like, if she's like, oh, you know, I just want to knit and sell some shit, or I want to have like I want to sell clothes as a third-party realtor. Like,
gotcha.
I mean, like, you got to understand this. Bullshit stuff, and then there's like legit.
If you
stuff.
never see her knit a day in
her life, like
now you just want to knit and just
you can't even make me a Scully right now. So what do you think? How would you bring out the best out of a woman?
I feel like when you lead by example, you could bring the best out. For instance, like if I'm busting my ass, going to work every day, doing the things I don't want to do every day, but I know it's best for the family, I feel like your woman would see that as like, all right, if my man doing this, let me do things, you know, either around the house or let me do things to bring in some more money so we could be better. because he's out there busting his ass, doing all the things he don't want to do. Or not saying he don't want to do, but like, there's days where it's like, fuck, I got to go to work today. You know what I mean? Like, if she sees that, then I think that could like bring the best out of her also. Like, she see, like, you literally just lead it by example. Not being a dictator, not commanding anything of your woman. She just like sees you busting your ass, see you doing your best. Now she's gonna bust her ass and do her best to bring more to the relationship. So I think that's one of the best ways. That sometimes that don't always work. Damn. New baby here.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God. Baby.
Congrats. Okay.
Congrats.
Welcome to the world.
But yeah, so I've definitely seen like a situation. Damn, bringing back flashback. I've seen a situation with one of my boys with like he had to tell his girl like, yo, you got to get up off your ass now. Like, he was going to work all the time. They got an apartment together. He was going to work all the time. But she would just be home doing nothing. Like, literally doing nothing. And he told me he thought it was cute at first. Because it's like, yeah, I'm the man of the house.
Cute.
He like,
like, yo, you need to reevaluate.
The word cute.
he like, and they got a nice ass crib on Long Island, one of those apartments with like the game room and shit.
Man, that's expensive.
He like, oh yeah, I'm the man of the house, my girl at home. But he said after a while, and they had no kids, so it's like, what are you doing? So he had to get on her, and now they good though. Now she's working, doing whatever I don't know what she do.
I feel like he just wanted that title. I'm the man of the house.
Until you see, like, she's at home. She was a big sports head, watching basketball all damn day, and you coming home and it's like,
who won?
You coming home and just like, so like, sometimes you gotta be upfront and honest. Like, look, I think it's beneficial if you just need to do something. I'll just keep it at that. You just need to do something. You can't just stay home all day. Like, I think it's a slap in the face is disrespectful.
It really is. I mean, it's demoralizing. I mean, I come home, I'm tired, and you just laying on the couch. How was your day? Like, what?
Finally got through that season. I was working really hard again.
Yeah, you watched the show without me. Like, you know what I mean? Damn. I mean, for me, it's like, it's definitely, I'm more on the ends of, communication, like you were saying. Talk to them, let them, figure out what is it that they're passionate about and what they want to do. And I'm down for that. But if I hear some nonsense like, oh, I just want to crochet, or I want to sell, clothes, or, like something low level, one, that's not worth my time. Two, it's not worth my money. Why would I invest in something where I know you're barely going to get any returns?
Right.
Let's say, hey, if you want to go to school, we figure that out. You go to school. Or if you want to start a legit business, a restaurant, or like, a hair store or whatever on those type of lines, then now you're talking my language.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I think, bro, do you know what pisses me off too? Like, when women get mad on that question, like, what do you bring to the table? It's like, all right, I'll say this. Can I support my wife and she's be like, she don't gotta work or do anything? Yes, but say for instance, say you shopping for a house, right? You say if you want to get a new house for your family, and you just using your sole income, you can find a house that you can support financially, that you can support financially, and y'all living happy. But if she has a job also, y'all can put both of those incomes together and get an even bigger house. Yep. So now you could go from living, modestly to living lavishly, just like that, because your wife is working or doing something. You know what I mean? So it's like when you have two income is always better than one. That's a real saying.
Absolutely. No matter what.
So like if you just combine those incomes, you could just live an easier and happier life when the financial burden is just on one person. it's always good for a certain point until something happens, bro. We see it all the time. I said this on the channel before. Life ain't always sweet. Layoffs can happen.
Facts.
Or if you're an entrepreneur, you can have a terrible year in the business and now you don't have as much income. Like, it's something always bad can happen. So now, but if you have a shorty who has her own income, she could, like, you know, help you out until you get back on your feet if something bad happens.
Yeah.
That's why I always think about it from that standpoint. It's like, damn, like, I'm not saying you got to work a full 9 to 5. Just do something to, like, help us out. So we don't crash and burn.
Right. So we can, another pandemic can swing by. You never know. Like,
Oh my God.
Nobody saw the pandemic happening.
No.
Nobody could predict that. I remember I had a freaking cruise lined up,
Oh, really?
and my joint had to get canceled because
wow.
people were getting clipped from the virus.
I went on a cruise literally right before it spread it to the U.S. We got on a cruise and they was like, "Have you visited China?" That's what they asked me.
He's like, I just had some Chinese food.
General Zoe, what you mean?
And I was like, "No, what the fuck I'm going all the way over there for?"
I mean, the Jello Rosal tastes better out there, I heard. Yo, but not like my whole trip got canceled. I was supposed to go to Bahamas. And they got canceled off that. But again, a lot of people lost their jobs. You know, and luckily, you had certain jobs, certain sectors, you were able to still continue working. You know, if you worked in restaurant business, that was like a dub. If you worked in like any of those school teachers, whatever, like it was kind of a dub in a sense, like you lost your job. But having another partner that works is always like a safety net.
Yeah.
You know, it buys you time.
Buffer, yeah.
It can buy you time if times get hard and shit. But then now that kind of wants me to ask, like, we all work and we all get in the bag. We we motivated individuals. You know what I mean? We don't accept handouts. We go getters, and we take care of our families. But with that statement being said, do you think being broke is a choice?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Like, I feel like if you could say, like, really, like, live your life and be like, yeah, I'm broke, I don't got no bread, or I have no money, whatever the case is, I can't do this, I can't do that. Bro, there's so many opportunities in this world. So many opportunities. Like, you can do literally anything. You could buy people that can't even work, get bottles of water, feel me? Do it legally. Buy their water and just sell water. Like, come on.
Hustle on the corners.
Like, literally, like, there's so many opportunities. There's no way you can just really look at yourself and be like, yo, I can't make no money right now.
Man, I remember I went into Dollar Tree and it was this little kid who bought one of those box of cookies for $1 and then sold each thing of cookies, each pack of cookies for $1. And I was so proud of him. I gave him $2. Like, yo, keep your cookies, bro.
Yeah.
Here's $2 because, like, you're not out here selling drugs or whatever. Yeah. You're out here being smart. Like, oh, let me flip my dollar until, like, I don't know, probably like a pack of $10. You know what I mean? So I was like, yo, keep your cookies. Here's $2. Keep doing what you're doing. Like, you could do so much. And you know why people be broke? I think they pride gets in the way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's true.
Bro, if I was broke, I would not be ashamed to get a job for McDonald's, janitor.
Bro.
I'm like, I need money.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Bro, you can make bread from recycling bottles, bro.
Yeah, like the most simplest thing.
Like, you're using it anyway.
All you need to do is
bottle, bro.
And that's the thing. Yeah, you got to tip your hats off to those people because I also heard because they're picking up bottles don't mean they don't got no bread. I've heard people got money and they recycling bottles just as a hobby to even get more bread.
Yeah.
Like even to have another stream of income and not, have to claim that on taxes.
Word, yeah, that's true.
But, I think being broke is a choice, especially if you're living in the United States. I mean,
So
for granted,
much,
we're very privileged and lucky to be here. I mean, I've traveled to many different countries. And a lot of people don't have that type of opportunity. And I see why people are crossing the border, coming here to work.
Yes.
Right? Again, I don't have a problem with the migrants that's coming. It's just how New York and this country is handling it.
Right.
That's the problem. But, you know, other people will complain and say, oh, they're coming here to take all of our jobs. It's like,
took our jobs.
there shouldn't be any reason why someone is jobless in America.
Yeah.
There should not be a reason.
If you don't want to go the education route, go to trade school, start a business. Bro, I go to my local Home Depot, there's Mexicans in the parking lot with their own businesses, like their own trucks, giving out business cards. Yo, if you need some work done, I got you. Hustling, bro. Hustling. You just got to get up and do something. You got to get up and do something. Or what's that guy named? Gary something. If I show y'all his picture, y'all will know him. But he was like, he used to get up on Saturday mornings, go to garage sales, and find things that's like worth something, and then flip it and just sell it for more than he bought for it. And that's how he got money initially. You just got to think creatively. You just got to just get up off your ass and just go.
Think out the box.
Just do it. And I don't know, man. Like, I just don't understand. People have that victim mindset, like, oh, it's so hard. Oh, yeah, it is hard. Like, it's not easy.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy.
Do it, man. Just go out there.
Because we have the opportunities. Like, you can go work, you know, sweep the street. You know what I mean?
Yeah, literally.
Be a street sweeper. You could wash dishes. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way you can tell me you don't have a job under certain circumstances. And I understand if you're like a drug addict. You know what I mean? You have a mental disability. I get that. But if you're a regular, normal, fit person, there's no way you're telling me you are jobless, you're on the street, and you're poor, and you can't do anything.
Shit, even with a felony, you could work.
Even with a felony.
Oh, my God.
We have felons coming out here working and making money. Like, that's the mentality that a lot of, you know, when you go to other countries, they view us as so privileged. But when you talk to somebody here, all they do is bitch and complain about how things are so horrible. They can't work. They can't do this. When there's so many jobs available, you know, you want to sell. You want to OnlyFans. If you literally want to be your own boss, you got OnlyFans now. Like, you could do that if you want.
Jesus.
It's still feet pics.
You know what I'm saying?
For real. I don't know if Cardi B, I think she had her OnlyFans, but she just did like, wasn't no news shit. It was just like her talking.
Oh,
I bet you made hella bank off of that, too.
Because it's like exclusive content kind of thing.
Yeah.
The only thing you want, you don't have to do anything X-rated.
Be broke is a choice, man. There's so much opportunity out here. And it just starts with you, man. Start with your will and desire to go get it. And I don't know.
Again, think out the box mentality. That's it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
All right. So I wanna hone in on some topics of females right now. So do you think girls confuse leadership with control?
I think so. Because, like, let's say you have a plan to go somewhere, right? You have a plan to go somewhere. You tell your other half, hey, we're doing this. And then, you know, she's like, no, I wasn't, like, planning on doing this at this time or this day. Then it might be like you controlling, trying to do this stuff. Some girls like it though. Granted, some girls like it and like likes the, I guess, again they said leadership, but then that's when let's say their friends get involved and say, hey, why is your the friends is what usually come and ruin stuff.
Misery love company.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's where usually coming through and it's like, yo, why is he telling you to do this? No, we should do this, and that's what affects it. But I mean, it's man, leadership is. It's just simply just doing tasks like day in and day out, and it's having an objective to be done. I mean, man. I would just say the friends would come through and mess it up. Honestly,
you think so? Because to piggyback off of that, it's like, you know, you say, oh, I'm the man of the house, I'm the leader, and they may take that too literal.
Yeah.
Like, it's more of, I'm the protector. I'm going to make sure we good all the time. Right? And then we have all these feminist movements where it's like, oh, I don't need a man to tell me what to do.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, if I'm coming to you with some experience, or I can see something that you're not viewing right now, and I'm telling you, yo, do X, Y, and Z because it's actually really better for you rather than what you think you want to do right now. Right? They may view that as you trying to control me. But we in a relationship, and what we do together, what
affects both of us.
Exactly, and the decisions that I make should always be best for both of us, right? Because this is not a, oh, I'm gonna let you fail, and then you're supposed to learn from your mistakes. No, we don't.
Too late for that.
Yeah, exactly. We're not at that point. You're not on your own.
Yeah.
Like, we're together. So my input has value and has weight because it's supposed to be beneficial to both of us. So what do you think? Do you think females often kind of mix that up?
Yeah, because, I think it depends on the type of female. Culture they come from. Oh, yeah. Let me get something too, bro. How they, the culture they come from. It definitely depends on the type of female, because just because a man might say, yeah, or a man has the title of man of the house, that doesn't mean he's not going to, go to his wife for, like, advice or consideration. Or just be like, hey, what do you think is best for, like, if we, like, have a decision to move, what do you think is best? Should we stay here or move somewhere? Or what's your opinion on this? I think that's a problem. I think it's a problem with women who probably been single for so long, used to just making their decisions by themselves. And now when a man comes in the picture, now they're just like, oh, you can't control me. But like TJ said, the things with the friends, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
That is a big thing.
Yeah.
Like, I've literally seen it. Misery loves company. Like, relationships are long. There's going to be ups and downs. Some of them friends wait for the first mistake, the first argument.
Take advantage of that one, yeah.
Be like, oh, I don't know how you with him, girl. I would have been dumped his ass to the side. Oh, don't take that. There's so many men out there. But it's like, damn, so, like, you saying every human is perfect? Like, y'all can have one argument about just, I don't know, him leaving socks on the floor. Oh, he dirty. You better leave him.
That's true. That's true.
You better leave him.
But, those are the girls that's jealous.
Yeah, because they ain't
Those
got
are the girls
shit.
that's jealous because either they single, they can't find a man, or they're not even happy with the man that they got.
With them unrealistic ass expectations.
Yeah.
40 years old with a dog.
And 2 cats. Yeah, man.
I really do believe it's those friends. Like, girls really, when they're alone, I feel like they really do be trying to keep their friends down, bro. Like, I've seen it. I'm definitely seen it.
Shit, even with like cock blocking and shit like that
man.
too. Like, you go up in the club, you try and talk to a shorty, she's with her friends or whatever, and like you try to talk to. Actually, that is another question. Like,
And you're genuine too.
Yeah, you're genuine about it, but like, question: do you think girls are more approachable in a group or alone?
Alone.
Definitely alone. Yeah, alone. Because if you're in a group, the peer pressure and shit always is going to hit. You know what I mean? You're going to go to the... granted, I met my wife, feel me? She was with her friend, so it was different. It's crazy to come think of it. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, definitely alone. I would say alone.
Because the girl might try to, both... Like, if you're with a group and a man approaches this girl, she might be like, try to boast herself up or some shit, or try to act different because she with her friends.
Yeah.
I feel like more masculine energy come out of girls when they with their friends. I really do.
That's true.
And then,
I agree with that. I agree with that.
The man might be in some type of position where, I want my friends. You might have to buy them a drink. Also,
I heard the. If you buy me a drink, you gotta buy my friends a drink.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Like,
That's
that
wild.
type of shit happens, bro.
Nuts.
Versus if a woman's by herself, more feminine, she's more, kind, and you just talk to her alone. And you know what I'm saying the friends might influence her on like how she might have to interact with this guy. Mm-hmm. So Definitely is a difference. It definitely is a difference.
I beg to differ. I think it's easier to approach a girl with her friends.
If you're by yourself?
Really?
If I'm by myself, like if I'm by myself, or even if when I'm with my boys. But I'm talking in the sense of you see a girl, whether you with your boys or not. Like, do you think it's easier to approach her if she's alone or with her friends? I think it's easier when she's with her friends.
I feel you get the real her when she's alone though.
I feel like you get a more. There's a higher chance of getting a more friendly version of her.
I would say
with her friends.
With her friends rather than alone, because I think alone.
I don't think so.
No. Like, hear me out. Because I think like when they're alone, it's like, oh, this dude, like, you know, they may feel uncomfortable. They may like, I don't know you. Like, you know what I mean? Like that type of thing they going into their mind. And if they're with their friends, it's like, okay, maybe one of the girls like you. Like, she's like, oh, he's cute. Like, you should, and maybe encourage it. You know what I mean?
I would say you definitely can see probably more of that girls, whoever you're trying to talk to, their personality with their friends. I would say that you could definitely see the personality, and also you can see like what friends she has and how they are, because there's usually a reflection of her,
of herself.
So yeah, that's definitely a good point of how I could look at it from that point. Yeah,
all right,
definitely see that.
I'm thinking about it like this now too. Like, if she's out with her friends, right? It's a girls' night out. She probably less likely want to be bothered with a guy. It's like, oh, I'm out with my girls. I ain't really trying to talk. But if she goes out alone though, not
what
saying
girl goes out alone though these days.
But I'm just saying,
it's hella rare.
If she goes out alone, not saying she's looking for a guy to come up to her, because maybe this girl want alone time, but she's more than likely to converse with somebody because she's alone. It may be a little harder because you got them friends who just like look at you up and down and like influence the girl on how to react. And then and not even that, she might be like, I'm out with my girls, I ain't trying to talk with nobody. Right now, like, Fritz, you go to the club and you see friends together. The girls dance with each other. Right? And because they just want to be by themselves, they just want to dance with each other. They ain't looking to dance with no man.
Okay.
They just looking to slap each other ass and like dance with each other. And then, you know, sometimes the man go up to them, they just like, oh, I want my girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, see that in the club all the time. But if a girl by herself, what behind that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. Because the way I see it is you're not the only dude in the club.
Okay.
And if a girl's by herself, mad dudes are gonna try to go after that. And then if dude after dude after dude is like pursuing her,
but you don't think
like,
so either way, she with her friends or not?
I think the chances is less likely, because I feel like a guy would feel intimidated. Oh, she's with her friends. I'm not gonna pursue her. I'm not gonna do anything. Honestly, I feel like most of the girls that I approach were in groups with their friends.
Interesting.
Because it's like, yo, if I can't get you, I could get one of your friends. at least that's how I think. Like,
I'm gonna increase the odds.
At least I can keep shooting until I get one. If I get none, at least I tried. But like, one is like, all right, I don't know. Like, and again, a lot of factors play in it, where it's like the vibe, the place, you know, the place and time. Like, I feel like even if it was a girl on the street, you walking by, let's say you at Starbucks getting your frappuccino with skim milk and, you know, extra cream. And you're
That's pretty specific.
I don't even drink coffee. But anyway, you know, like, and you see a shorty in there, it's like, I think that would be easier to approach, right? Alone, you know, it seems a little bit more like, calm, you know.
Your similarities, you figure it out, I guess.
You know what I'm saying? Versus you in the club and she's alone, it's like she can expect dudes is gonna run after her, and she might be like, yo, I just want to be out, like I don't need my friends, you know. But I feel like when somebody's with their friends, like they feel, you know, a little bit more relaxed. because there's a sense of security with that.
I can see that. I can see that. I'm with my girls. If a guy come up, if he try to do anything shiesty or try to do anything inappropriate, my girls are here.
Exactly. And it's not even that. Like, I also, one of my friends is actually real experience that happened. Is like, she came out here, she was going out, and there was a dude that came up to her. She went out by herself.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a dude that, pulled up on her at the bar trying to talk to her, but she wasn't interested. Right? And again, she's by herself. And there's, ain't shit dudes out there that will continue to pursue and not get the hint that this female's not interested in you.
Yeah.
So, these Simple Olympic dudes, they ask for the Instagram, they get the Instagram, whatever, but then they still like, going against the grain. But she only gave the Instagram to like satisfy what he wanted, so he can move along. But dude wasn't doing that. But she told me she gave him the hints on, okay, like wrapping it up, like leave me alone type shit, and he was still pushing for it. So at that point now, is she trying to leave? Like, how is her security? Like, she can't. Like, not in the sense that she can, but something could happen. Right? So eventually she ended up leaving, took an Uber and left. But, I think that's, when a chick is alone, I think that's kind of what they're thinking about. I could be wrong. We could get a female on and ask them as well how they feel. But at least that's what I think.
That's a good point. I'm not going to hold you. I know you know the story of how these twins were approached at night in the corner store. And this happened in New York. And this guy that was trying to holler at them, he ended up coming back with a knife. They denied him.
Oh, wow.
He came back with a knife and killed one of the twins.
Yeah.
And the other twin, she was wounded but survived. And, there's some crazy ass motherfuckers out there, man. Some guys out there who just can't take rejection from a girl. So, that definitely does happen. And I even heard stories of like, when you're picking a girl up on a date, she would take a picture of the man's license plate and send it to her friends and like, yo, this is the guy I'm going out with. This is his license plate. And share her location, just like let her friend know where she's at. And, if that ever happened to me, I wouldn't get offended because I get it. In my head, I'm like, I'm just coming with good intentions.
Yeah, you come in with good intentions. We all are, but like,
it's like
there's some douchebags out there.
I get it. It's like I get it, and I was just like, what you want? Like, you gonna go home at the end of the night? Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to do anything bad to you. So, but there are guys out there, bro, who are just terrible. So it's like I get why women maybe have to go to certain extremes to protect themselves.
Yeah, for a fact.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. So like, now let's talk about like the cock blockers.
Just miserable, usually fat friends.
Like how many times? Like yo, how many times you been cock blocked?
How many? More than I can count, bro. Be honest, it's numerous times. But it's like that's when you just notice, like, all right, if that's the case, either you're a really good girl and they're looking out for you to the point where it's like they're doing dirty stuff. It's like it's whatever. But I mean, yeah, man, it's just a lot of them. It's a lot of them, bro. It's just you gotta. I don't know how to maneuver around it to this day. To be honest, they wild out here. Yo. Defense on
yo.
They need to be at a Hall of Fame trophy.
The Heisman Trophy. Yo, something, dude.
Defense is crazy.
Shoot, man. Nah, I mean, for me, I remember one incident. I'm legit talking to a girl. Like we went out. I'm talking to her, having a good conversation. Her friend literally came and pulled her away. Like I was like, yo, like what is that? like.
Shit,
Legit.
bro, I had that happen to me in college. Literally in college. What, you pulled me away? Me and my boy approached these 2 girls. And we just talking like, yo, you just trying to chill for the night, you know what I'm saying? One girl was down and one girl was like, no. And the other girl was just like, oh no, like, we just chilling. We wanted to take them to a party. The girl literally just pulled her away like, I said, let's go. And we're like, damn. You know, I can't say what I called her, but I'm like, damn. Like, but they're friends like that, yo. There's friends like that.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I think that's hella childish. No, I'm saying that shit is hella fucking childish.
It is. Just say what the word is, and that's it.
You know?
Or just, I'm not going to say leave your friend, but just say, hey, I'm over here if you need me, but you feel me? But that's rare, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's rare.
Nah, it is rare.
That kind of situation.
Like you said, they playing some elite defense.
Word, bro.
that my Phoenix Suns.
Defense maxed out, bro.
My Phoenix Suns need to start playing because we're like,
oh my God,
0-3, bro. I'm like
damn.
I'm really upset right now. Like
I can't believe y'all this bad.
I didn't. You know, it's crazy. I didn't even watch any of the games because after we lost the first game, I'm like, how? Like, we're supposed to set the stage. Like we're you know, like
KD and Devin Booker, bro. I can't believe it's going out this bad. Shout out to my Knicks. Up 3-1. I ain't watched a single game yet.
Oh, word? They up 3-1?
Yeah, they up 3-1. I ain't watched a single game yet. You know, today, after I finished cooking, I was like, oh, let me sit down and watch the game. Game done. I'm like, fuck.
Yo. Nah, I heard they was doing good, though. I heard there's game 5, something like that. I don't know.
They on game. They up 3-1. Yeah, they up 3-1. So
how about the Nets?
The Nets?
Yeah.
Nets? Are they
didn't even make it?
No.
See?
Bro, I haven't watched a single NBA game all day, and I know they ass.
Yeah, I actually went to see them like 2 months ago, and like the game was good. They were playing the Timberwolves.
Woof.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, but they played. No, sorry, not the Timberwolves. The Grizzlies. Sorry, the Grizzlies.
Yeah. They bad also.
The only thing was, Ja Morant was out with injury, and Ben Simmons out.
Ben Simmons,
basically. He was out on injury, and it was a close game. They lost by like 10, but you know it was good. You know, what I mean, it was a little entertaining. I mean, look, I want the Nets to suck so that the tickets to see the games are cheap.
I'm weak.
You feel me? So when it's time, when they play like a good team like the Timberwolves or you know the Cavs are good, or Phoenix, my team, at least I get a good seats in the view to watch my team get bust their ass. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. But I don't want to talk about too much basketball. But I got one more topic, and it's do you think women truly get paid less? And I really want you guys to think about this one because this is a real hot topic.
Bro, I want to tell you from I haven't seen it in my experience. Only because I say this. I've been at companies when women are in high leadership roles. Not my last company, last couple companies. This woman came in as this president of this company. Now she's a fucking CEO. CEO. I'm like, how the hell that happened? Happened quick. Last company, I had a woman manager. And she's doing her thing. And then I heard from, I still keep in touch with some of those coworkers. She got another promotion. Now, could she be getting paid less than to her male counterparts in that same position? Possibly. But, like, I see women doing their thing, bro. So I'm like, what do you mean by, like, what do some of these people mean by, like, women not getting the same opportunity as men or they getting paid less as men? I'm like, shit. Some of them definitely getting paid more than me. You know what So I'm just like, I don't know. Like, in my experience, I see, in a company that women thrive, bro. Like, I've seen it. Like, shit, a CEO. There are multiple women CEOs. I think Citibank. Is Citibank? Citi. It's a woman CEO. What else is a woman? I can't think of other women CEOs. But like there are like women in positions of power in these companies. So in my experience, man, women they doing their thing, bro. But could they be getting paid a little bit less in comparison to male counterparts? You know, possibly. I don't want to deny that fully, but they getting paid at the end of the day.
Yeah. I don't know, cause thinking about it, I mean, in my profession, as long as you have the I can not say curriculum, but the certificates or certifications, you're fine. I mean, so it could be a male or female, you get paid the same thing. So in my case, I can't really say. I can't really say in mine.
Look, I understand and respect both of y'all opinions. But this is the Straight Up and R&D podcast, and I still don't give a fuck. But I'm just trying to say this: I need y'all to like really give me a more detailed response, because you're still gonna have women that say they get paid less. However, you got to break it down to the type of industry.
That's true. Oh,
okay, like
that's
we
a
need
great
to get
fucking point.
we need to
Okay.
get deep, like that
No,
type of
that's
deep
a
right now.
great
Like,
point.
that's what I'm talking about.
So we talking about basketball, right? Comparing the WNBA to the NBA. Yo,
nobody watches the WNBA.
exactly.
It's trash.
How they get in that bread? How they get in that bread? You feel me? So that's what. Come think of it again. That was one of the biggest ones. I talk about multiple times. You feel me? To coworkers, whatever the case is.
Bro.
They don't have nobody watching. They're not getting no bread. It's not as exciting. But, I mean, just physically can't be as exciting as males.
Right.
Honestly.
Yeah,
So-
and think about it. Think about college. What are the majors that women major in?
Psych,
Psych,
Doc, yeah.
liberal
J.
arts, gender studies. Like what? It's like shit
Nutrition.
that doesn't provide, a high income versus men, engineering, business, finance, computer science, like fields that actually pay money, bro. Women like to go on these, these roles or study these things that's like, bro, you spending all this money on a college degree to major in what, music?
No,
You know what I'm saying?
What really gets me is you spending 90K on a major for a major that only pays you 40K.
40K, bro.
Like, what sense does that make? You might as well just not go to school.
Yeah,
Like,
honestly,
for real.
It's
You
canceling itself out.
You can be a manager at McDonald's and make 40K, bro.
Bro, I remember I met a music major, and I remember not even that. I remember I met a history major, and I was like, "All right, what do you plan to do?" She's like, "Oh, I want to work at a history museum." I'm like, "You need a degree for that? To work at a fucking museum? Like, you can't just get on the job training about
Yeah.
the history in a museum." Like,
Listen,
Like, just go read a book
recorder
and
play.
learn.
Yeah, get the recording to play in the headphones and call it a day. Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. Like, you got to go through 4 years of college to work in a museum.
Yo, I don't know how people even try to justify that in their minds. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to school to spend all this money to learn something that's no high returns.
Yeah.
You get no returns. Like, what type? That's like making a bad investment, like buying a bad stock, and the company's bankrupt, and you still buy the stock. It's like, why?
Yeah.
You know you're gonna lose. You know, but
very valid point.
But again, let's dig a little bit deeper. Let's dig a little bit deeper. It's like, okay, the current workforce right now, like, you go on a construction site, how many females are you gonna see?
None. I'm gonna say that.
All right, so do you really think this gender gap, this gender wage gap, is a myth? Is it true? Like,
It's just the fields. No, I know what you're saying, bro. Like, even in my industry. Yep. Even in my industry, it's like it's dominated by men because majority of men are there. Now, there's some, like I said, there's women who are in leadership roles, but it's not a whole lot of women because I don't know. Like, I don't know why women just don't want to be in the industry that I'm in. I don't know. I can't give you an answer. I don't know.
One thing that really sticks out to me is that if there was a real gender wage gap, like let's say when women are getting paid less, right? Mm-hmm. You have a business. Use that same logic. Would you hire a man and pay him more, or would you hire a woman and pay less and save yourself money?
Bro.
It depends on the output. Literally depends on the output. Because the girl could actually put in more work than the guy. It's definitely possible. Without no doubt.
Okay, but then... And, training can fix that. You know what I mean? Like...
That's true.
If I'm running a business and I'm like, oh, yeah, I mean, it's better for me to hire women because... Hey, they get paid less. I'm gonna save money. Like, that's not the case. I don't think there is a real gender wage gap. It's just the careers that some women choose to be in. Like, nothing is stopping a woman from being an engineer, from being a biomedical engineer, or any of that, a programmer. It's just the fields that they decide to pick. Then you can see the disparity and say, well, yeah, most construction workers are males. Why? Because females think they can't work there. It's not that they were denied.
Yeah. Oh, they're pretty much not
it was never a thought.
Yeah, think about it themselves.
You know what's crazy? Like, this is video I saw of somebody who retired. It was this white guy who was...
Caucasian.
Politically correct. Yeah, that's out the window on here.
And he was in some position of leadership where he had to like hire people. He was decision on this is the person I want to hire. He did not like hiring women because, when they get pregnant,
liability.
He said his words were like their liability, and then. This point, it's like, that's just a little unfair. He was like, when they get their monthly, when they get on their monthly.
That's just straight disrespect right
Yeah, but he said when they go on their monthly, they get rude. And then he said some of them, want to fight for more days off because of their monthly. So it's like, you got to accommodate for so much for women in comparison to men.
His wife don't like him.
No.
I'll tell you that right now. His wife
in comparison to men, it was like you can trust the man more because he don't have to be like, oh, I got to leave early to get the kids, or I can't come in this time because of the kids, or like, I don't know. It was just a lot more to deal with women in comparison to men. And I was like, damn. Like, I was like, I don't know. I'm not in that position to like really know. But I'm like, if he's thinking like this, there got to be a whole lot of other people thinking like this too. Like, let me not hire a woman because they're just not as easy to deal with. But then, what I also started to think about, I know some women that made it in the corporate game. One that I'm even thinking about now, like, no kids, dedicated their life to their work. How, like, maybe it's some validity to what he's saying, but, like, how some men be like, oh, you're not dependable because you're pregnant. Like, and I think that's a real thing. Like, women get looked down when they're pregnant in the workforce. You know what I mean? Like, my wife, she has a woman manager, has a high position, no kids, and all she does is she work on the weekends. She works on. She just dedicate her life to her work because I guess she's trying to get over that stigma of like women are just so hard to deal with. So. I guess it's a lot more to it than, I know but when he said that, I'm like, man, that's fucked up. But then when I started to see, like, how some of the women were acting, in the workforce just because they're women, I'm like, damn, maybe that's what they're afraid of, guys like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Like,
it's like, damn, women can't control their monthly, bro. Like,
that guy sounds like a straight asshole. Like, no cap.
Yeah, definitely understandable with something like that.
Straight up.
It's human nature.
I mean, it's a law. Like, we have laws in place to protect, women to, when they're pregnant, and they have the child, they get X amount of time off. Like, I'm sure there's some sort of government incentives or, to pay for that since, for that period. So I don't understand why they make that a big thing, but
there are literally people that think like that.
Yeah, douchebags. But in the end, my opinion still stands. I don't think there is a pay gap.
It's what you focus on.
I don't think there really is. I mean, shit, there's people in HR that's making more than some engineers, with some experience. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like it's balanced. It's just maybe the sector or the discipline or the industry that females are working in. Maybe they should get paid more for their field. A psychology major or psychologist should get paid a little bit more.
Shit, teachers.
You know what I mean? Teachers should get paid a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Have you had more women teachers?
Nurses get
teachers?
bread.
Nurses get bread.
They get bread, and a lot of females are nurses.
Yeah.
Do that.
But the thing is, they don't want to put in the work. There's a lot of school. You know what I mean? They try to avoid all the math and all of that stuff. But that's where the money is. And it goes back to when you go to college, you got to invest in yourself, right? You can't be taking out $90,000 in loans, but only walk out with a $60,000 salary. That don't make sense.
But no, talk about have you had more male teachers or women teachers?
I've had more female teachers.
Me too. I'm thinking about it now. Like, even with college, I had more women professors.
In college, I had more male professors.
You had more male professors?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about freshman year, Spanish, math, like even the general courses, I had more female professors.
I think females for me as well.
In college too?
No, college is kind of where it's more males, but definitely starting up those females.
Yeah. In elementary, middle school, high school,
for college,
females.
I had a lot of female professors in college.
I mean, I think
thinking about my male professors, like I didn't have a lot, but definitely school teachers. It's like you have more females, and they get paid shit. They got to do so much to get paid so little.
Yeah.
Deal with the kids. Deal with the bratty ass parents. Get paid like $200 every 2 weeks.
Yeah. Now I think about it. I think the most male teachers I had in like from elementary to high school was 3. Like, if I'm in 8th grade, I had at max 3 male teachers. All the rest were females.
And a male Spanish teacher. Yeah.
But, it's cool. I mean,
history had all males. Yeah, I guess that's
I had females.
Yeah, but but to be a teacher, it's like that's one of the things you gotta we want to make a change. It's something you gotta love to do. I want to be responsible for the next generation of kids, but it doesn't pay well. Social work is ran by who?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of women.
Yeah, but again, you could be a dishwasher. Most of the people who are dishwashers are males.
Yeah.
So we're gonna they don't get paid a lot, but that's the industry that you chose to be.
Yeah.
I feel like the waitresses get paid more than the males in the restaurant industry.
Yeah, I think I can see that.
With the tips.
I could definitely
Come on, like you go to Hooters.
Definitely see that.
You know what I mean? You go to the club. I mean, you're gonna see mainly females, and dudes are more inclined to tip for that.
Absolutely, that's crazy.
So again, and I really think that the gender pay gap is just the talking point for people to like really get worked up about and get a little crazy about, because if the government comes and say, okay, yeah, we're gonna put in a law to pay women 10% more than men. Like, what is that? Was that what we're looking for? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, is that what we're trying to get?
Right.
And that can only divide men and women more. Not only that, that's gonna affect the black community. You know what I mean? Like, now you know. To say this, to even make a statement, you know, some in a household, a man usually makes more than a woman.
Because of what he's doing.
Right. But now if you turn it around, the woman's making more than a man. The woman's gonna feel like she don't need a man.
Yeah. Independent black women.
And then now it just falls right back into the thing that they want. Take the black man out of the house type of shit. You know? But hey, that's another topic for another day.
Yeah, I got a lot to say on that.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So you guys got anything else to say? To share?
Regarding it, nah. I mean, like I said, glad
nah,
had me.
I do remember Candace Owens talking on that. But it's like statistically, women choose the fields that pay less. You know, like psych majors and whatever the fuck else. Like, and men, they go into like majors that actually pay.
Right. So, in the end, the best advice is females out there just try to get into better industries. Really, that's where the money is. Look for where the money at before you decide to go and be a art major, you know, or gender studies.
Where's the other majors?
Gender studies. You know what I'm saying? But nah, like this is a good episode. This is a good episode. I mean,
for sure. Think so as well.
Yeah, you know. Thanks for coming on the show.
Nah, of course, not a problem.
Yeah,
glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Nah,
had to fly in for it, Phil.
Yeah, yo, just for the record, we had to call him up, and he had to fly over here. You know what I mean? Like he
straight from the airport.
He just came straight from TSA Global Entry, came in and came here. Like, this is how we moving right now. Yeah. But
it was not easy. Don't do it for the freaking turnstiles and the chicken trains. Let me stop.
But yeah, you know, guys, definitely like, subscribe, share the video. We're gonna keep, you know, pumping out more videos such and such. Fire off in the comments. We said a lot of shit here. You know what I mean? I know a lot of y'all have disagreements. Let us know. Talk about it. Flame it up. TJ's here. It was a good episode. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks for that, bro.
You know what I mean? And my name is Rich, and I'm signing out.
D, I'm signing out.
Yeah, sir.
All right.
Speak your mind. Out.
Speak your mind. Later.
Later.